I received a special request this week to speak about sensory overload. Thank you, Tony, for the request, and let's see what I can come up with. When I'm thinking of sensory overload, I'm thinking of where we are in life today. Technology is everywhere. We've got these big screens in our faces all the time. We've got lights, we've got action, we've got cameras, we've got sounds, we've got so many things. Some of us find ourselves sleeping with eye flaps on to just get a dark place, and with earbuds in just to get a quiet place. We're constantly in movement and a noise. Business is no different. Work is no different. We're bombarded with emails. We're bombarded with phone calls and pins and pings and, another group, WhatsApp group that wants to talk with you, and another Facebook Messenger group that wants to talk to you. And it's just all of these things are just coming to us all the time. People need our help. Our kids need our help. Everyone is there, and we need to be able to be strong to reach out and be able to help people around us. What can we do to break through this incredible amount of noise and distraction? The first thing I do whenever I feel myself feeling overwhelmed by all of this, I do the thing that you always have to do when you're triggered. That is to stop, take a deep breath, observe, proceed. So STOP. You stop first of all doing what you're doing. Take a deep breath, get oxygen into your lungs so that you can breathe freely. And then observe if you've settled down and your thoughts are working well again before you proceed. If not, you take more breaths. Now, there are different ways of breathing, and you sometimes have enough time to do something like square breathing. So if you've never done it, Google it. There are great exercises that you can try, YouTube exercises, etc., for square breathing, where you basically breathe in, hold your breath for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and hold your breath for 4 seconds. You breathe in for 4 seconds, hold the breath for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and hold the breath for 4 seconds. You do that, and it's guaranteed that after about 3 or 4 cycles, you'll feel better. I've also learned that as long as I take a deep breath in and I release it slowly, slower than the in-breath, it tells my brain that I'm in a safe space and I'm relaxing. So that also helps because you don't always have time to do square breathing. So that's the first thing that I do, is get oxygen into my lungs so that that oxygen can get to my brain and so that I can get into my rational thinking brain. That's the first thing. The second thing that works well for me is if I take a break from technology. In my morning run, sometimes I don't take any technology with me. I just go for the run. When I'm on a walk with a dog, I intentionally do not take the phone with me. When I am in meetings, I put my phone in my briefcase underneath the table so that you are psychologically away from the phone, and it feels like your brain is able to rest and take in what's around you. You're not constantly on the lookout for an email or a text or a ping or a whatever from the phone. Someone mentioned to me the other day that just the fact that your phone is next to you on the table makes you 25% less present than the person who's got the phone away. So even if those people in your meetings have got their phone on the table but it's upside down, tell them you are actually 25% less present than if your phone is totally out of sight and out of mind. So that's the second thing, take a technology break. I also insist once a week to have 24 hours off. It may be the busiest week that you possibly can have, but for a Sunday, take the whole Sunday off, for example, so that you can reset, that you can get back to family, that you can go and become fresh again away from all this technology and all this sound. The third thing that I've learned, and this is actually something I've learned from EOS, the Entrepreneur Operating System, they speak about clarity breaks. Now, a clarity break is where you take an intentional break and you go to a place where you are quiet in your mind and you're able to think and be creative. If you can take a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil and go sit somewhere and just let your mind wander and dream and write down plans and ideas on the paper, that is a clarity break. This is really important that you do this from time to time so that you can be in a place of where your brain relaxes and you're in a better place. I really recommend it. So there you have it. 3 techniques that work for me. Breathing. Then secondly, breaks from technology totally. And thirdly, clarity breaks, to break through all of this noise that's constantly with us, this overload of stimulation, sensory overload. Let's get to a place where our brains can work and we can be our best selves. Hopefully this is helpful. We'll speak again next week. Have a great week.